Hello and welcome. Right, welcome back to Kinlaig. Yeah, it's alright. It wasn't showing me that it was recording, but it is, which is good. Always check now. But never ever take that for granted. Not anymore. I've had too many mishaps over the years. If you think you're recording and you're not. Well, it looks a very beautiful, crisp January morning in Kinlaig. It's gorgeous. It really is. I'm very pleased with what we've done. Although we've really spent, it's got to be about 700 grand on this. Um, yeah, the fish thing. So let's just have a look. How are we actually doing on the fish food factory? We have, we no, I think we're literally just down tools, didn't we? So we're waiting. Oh, that's right, for the flour. Yes, which did I? It was, I think it was Super Fabricae. So we now need to distribute. Should read. Now, this will be interesting because obviously I added this yesterday and it should sort of say convert flour to flour. So if this had read it correctly, it should have a change and then it would sort of go with my convert flour to flour one to flour. Right, okay. So that one, we want that to be distributing. So that should be now converting flour to flour, as in, I've added the normal flour as an input. Flour one is at that, but we haven't actually switched it on. So when we're doing anything yet, that is the important thing. So now that should, in the blink of an eye, really starts to do that. The machinery has been installed. Will it actually work? Let's give it a bit. Yay, fantastic. So it should be now that I'm not sure about the cycles. And we do want to distribute. All right, okay, so it looks like fairly slow actually, but I left it as the standard thing. So really, this should now start to happen, but it is January morning. I think we've got nothing till March. We've done all that we can in the fields, literally all that we can do. Let's just pop down and grab our tractor from field 5 where I left him right at the gate last session. Yeah, so yeah, quite happy. It is very, very beautiful. That's one thing I am definitely going to say. And around the town, oh wow, doesn't like the snow. Seriously doesn't like the snow. Well, is it going to ever gain any traction? This is giant snow. So, and it is also nice to see. Obviously, I haven't got the realistic weather mod, which causes me rather a lot of grief if I'm being totally truthful, but I've put up with it with its very thick snow. But I've got to be honest, the snow is staying on the ground. That was one of, I think, everybody's biggest sort of thing, but this is a smattering of snow. And although it's nice to have the odd blizzard, it's not nice to have one every single year. So I am seriously sort of thinking, well, do I put it back in or do I just leave it off? Because this is nice. It really is. To have some snow that's on the ground and then it's hopefully going to disappear. That's the idea. So I think we've rolled everything that we needed to roll. Well, our worker did. We personally didn't. Yeah. Yeah, one time I did get... Oh, that's just true. Will that be alright? It is. Yeah. I got another content creator look at my content one a long time ago and he said farm manager. As an insult, because I think he was saying, well, I actually do it, and I think, well, yeah, actually, so do I, mate. But even though he meant it as an insult, I actually thought, well, I am a farm manager. It's true, and I'm quite proud of this fact that I am managing a farm. That's the game, mate. No matter how hard you try and say it, you are a farm manager. It is the job. You can't not do something and then say you're not managing the farm, because you are. That is the entire job. Now, how are our greenhouses doing? It's been a long time since we've... No, I know we stored a lot of... we stored an awful lot of, manure and water. Now, they're both... That's not bad at all. Super guar bean. Likewise is fine. So we're okay on that. I just like to, because I know what I'm like. I can be a bit, ooh, pig food. That's a lot of pig food. It is. We ought to sell it. We did, just to keep a thing. Now the olive oil, likewise. Now we haven't done the olive oil to this one, have we? Actually, I don't think. I think we only did the fish food. No, we didn't. No, we did the sunflower. Oh, no, it does do olive oil. So let's do that one as well. Activate, and let's tell the super grapes and olive oil to... Oh, no, it won't understand that either. I can do it as well, but it won't understand it at the minute. No, of course it won't. So I need to do a convert my kind of oil to the game's kind of olive oil, really, basically, because that will work. So we've done that, but it won't do it. No, it won't. And this is the bad side to doing. I only ever did the unique field type for one reason, and that was for the 5,000 litre pallets. It's the only way I could see how to do that one particular thing. So, right, is there anything in the sale? I think we bought a couple of things, and they're all down at the store. So let's pop down the store, because for once, actually, even though it's terrible down there, we should be down there, because there's nothing for us to do down the farm at all. We've done all that we can do. We should get some traction. So let's go through till 1 o'clock in the morning. In the afternoon, in fact. Yeah, not the morning. Oh, fantastic. Oh, snow's going. It is as well. Maybe that's what they were on about with the Giants, because it does go quite quickly. It is usually only there for a very... Ooh, though he did order that and that. Brand fantastic. Let's do that first. And we have got some stuff to sell anyway that we'd already done like before. Not that it was worth a lot, I might add. Yeah, so that's for us. And I wanted to compare this by going up to max. 136 25 241. Exhaust and side stickers. 2 beacon lights, roof installations. No, not bothered about that. No extras. Monitor. No, we don't care about that. No, we want both. Front and rear. And let's change the colour. Let's go red and black. Yay. And let's buy that. Oh, and the Agricola. Yeah, we did say we were going big. Right, now that has seriously dented, us. The Unimog we're keeping, so let's leave that one be. Let's just try and retrieve a bit of cash back, because we've been spending only like water. And we can use the Unimog to actually grab most of this little lot. It's always the only thing I'd like to do is chip the Unimog so we can get it up to about 320 horsepower. And then I think it would be a formidable force, because it could then do... yeah, no, there's also a mower that's just come into the mower. There's a mower that has just come into the game that I'd like to try, because it looks like it's got connections like some of the other things that we've had over the years in the game, where you could actually stick it all on the front for a 3-point link, because this can do that. This has the capability. Its front 3-point link is quite formidable. So yeah, let's get this little lot. We do need the dolly as well, don't we? So again, this is not very good at steering. It's so I would imagine that both Giants and the modder that made this is quite stuck to the reality, because they are both sort of quite awful at steering. Now I've always known that, but that's not me, like being nasty. It really is, or has always been like that. So, but I got used to it, because it's a very good workhorse, and it's always has been very reasonable as well. That the Very well modded as well. Very well modded. But I would like to go for one of the bigger models, but just obviously have the big 3-point link done on it. Now remember, we're not selling the Unimog. Please remember that. Yeah, we're only selling the bits and bobs. And I know these are very cheap as well. Yeah, they weren't expensive bits of kit. Now, that's looking a lot more healthy already. So let's crack on and sell all the bits and bobs we've... yeah, I mean, you can see by that kind of turning circle that it really is quite severe. So last two things. I think we can put that on the front. Looks like it to me. Where did we stick the dolly? Oh, did we sell it? I think we did. We did as well. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, we sort of... we were just that short, so we did. So we need to be reordering that because we have not got a lorry so far. Yeah, that was an oversight. Or do we order a lorry now? I don't think it's that bad a thing. I think we will. Yeah, let's order a proper lorry. And we're going to go for... Oh, we might not actually have it. We did do the next, though. So, yeah, we did. Oh, no, I did remember mine. And it has a working 3-point link. So I think we will. Yeah, the only annoying thing about this is you've got to switch everything off. Because it's automatically by Giants. Additional lights? Yeah, okay, let's keep those. We don't want beige. And this does cost me. Yeah, we go black. Let's make the only one I really like. So 43,177. Find used. I nearly bought that then. Continuous search. Fantastic. Yeah, no, that's it. That's all we need. So up to 342,000. Got the Unimog. Do we order a back? No. Yeah, I suppose backs ought to be the same as other utilities that we've already done. I don't know where they would be. It might be in their own, sort of in the DLC section. It might be. So Unimog. It should be a lot. Oh, that's true. It's not going to be. Normally I've got like loads and loads to look through, but actually we really haven't. No. Truck bed weights. Build up, dump long. I believe is the one. And yeah, it's much, much bigger than I think it was. So we're going to buy that. Let's do use still. Let's just stick to the rules that we've said. I'm quite happy to wait. It's brilliant as it is. Now, did we do the swap though? Can't remember if we did run across from our animals, which of course we do need to go over and do. Oh, we did then. Huh. Well, let's go over there and swap and grab this machine. Then I thought we'd left it. I know I thought about it because I was, not very happy. Did I? Is it at the top of the farm? I can't remember taking it up there. No, so I either did do it and I'm right. Like we were, sometimes traffic a real nuisance. I was coming across the road there and you were both speeding and like trying to cut me up. Terrible. Right, so then we need to do a bit of... It's nice to have this back. It really is. So TMR a little bit. It's a good solid workhorse. This really is. Come on, you can do it. And it's more powerful than the other one. Yeah, we had a 1.8, didn't we? Yeah, you see, we didn't have this inside that first thing. So again, Something else that Kinlaig's doing, remember your indicator. Yeah, TMR. Yeah, we didn't have this in here like that. That's ridiculous. It really was pushed away, and the games has re-brought it in, which is horrible. It really does ruin the effect that we're trying to go for of realism. All because of procedurally generated things that then put it back in a place where it wasn't before. So that's not terribly clever, not in my opinion. If that's... oh, okay, so that we've obviously filled. Brilliant. Let's drop you and let's do the milk. Which we should just be able to go forwards with. Yeah, no, this is sort of tempting to edit the map now, but I don't know how, if it is one of the procedurally generated, I'm not sure how you actually do that. Yeah, that's true, I'm not 2695, so not as much. Yeah, I think we left it, so in a way it's still, that's probably the daily amount. Fantastic. We obviously did sell the Unimog, which I thought we did. I thought I'd had a fit of peek and thought enough is enough. This is just not doing the job properly. So now it is. So we've left a tractor down at the huh? Oh no, we have got, yeah, that's true. We have got, oh no, that's, yeah, no, this is the other one. Flatbed. Let's grab, yeah, let's retrieve one of them because it is beautiful down here. It really is. Let's grab it and see, can I remember my way back? Well, if you're not going, I mean, it's ridiculous. You obviously don't mean to cross, or you would cross. Or it's another mistake that Giants have made and it's like not working properly. Because it is now, as a driver, that is always one of those quandaries. Because sometimes little kids. Now I've always tried, because I always think it's very important. When you're crossing the road, I telegraph. In other words, I look at you as a driver. I will look across the road to sort of like say I'm going to cross this road, and I look like I'm going to cross. But I also don't. I've seen youngsters, like teenagers, who know nothing about driving, even though they've been in a car many times, and they deliberately step onto the crossing. Now I always check and always look, because I don't mean it funny, as a driver, they don't realise that it does take you so long to stop. So I would never just step onto the thing. If someone's going too fast, I read the situation I'm in and I think, yeah, no, that driver's going slow enough that I can actually go. Ooh, fantastic. Excellent. I was ready to stop, honest. Yeah, like that situation, she was going to cross, but she, you know, and then she's programmed to do that, but she didn't. Yeah, no, we were already across, so obviously that was okay. So fantastic. We are doing well. We are very production rich. We're just hoping that the fish farm is... So what have we got here? Oh, oh no. What? Why is it doing straw products? We've not got any straw. Is this game like totally lost the plot? Is it stealing? Now this, I suppose, is sort of what I was talking about before. Is it stealing straw from there? It's the only place we've got straw. If it is, I don't know how it's doing it. We've never put any straw in there, ever. Wow, that's a serious... It is. I really... Sorry for the high pitch. It's just me. I'm always like that. So we somehow have a 5,000... Oh, it's guar glue. Ah, but we haven't... I know, but I did say this, though. They chatter. They do things that... There's no guar glue been ticked in the Super Multifabric. We have not got it active at all. There's only one thing. See, it's not even active. So they just chatter amongst themselves and decide to, like, send things. Is that because it's like... Has it run out of space in this one? No. Oh, no, we have told the Guard Blue to distribute. No, it's distributing to a place that's... So it's doing it, it's told. No, that's right. It's going to another place that has that too, the ability to store it, and it's throwing it there. So, yeah, no, fair dues. That's actually all right. We can just... So, so that actually, that sort of does prove it's doing its job right. It's just me that's, like, got the wrong end of the stick, which I'm happy, because that... I don't mind that at all. That's quite good. Fantastic. So it's January. We've fed our animals. We have been down the store and, yeah, ordered bits and bobs. It's 1:25. All we've got to do really is zip through a little bit more. I think it's tea time. Yeah, we've done everything that we can do. That's a little bit. I doubt we'll get anything this late anyway. Let's pop down the store where there's a bit of light. Is what I'm really after. Yeah, it's a bit dingy. What be under? No, leave him there. And pop down there into the lit back place is what I'm thinking. Because that although that light's on, it doesn't do a lot. It's very subdued lighting. Nothing. I didn't think there would be. No, it's so terrible. Let's go through till 1 o'clock. Ooh. Okay, let's go through till 12. I'm doing this for a reason. Although I may lose something, it's to see, can you lose something if you, like, go on a little bit. So far, the answer's always been no. Always. Now, I do realise I'm going to have to push this. Yes, so this is the other roller. Very good price that it is. About a third off. So let's go grab that. Yeah, we've just said it's a mower. Actually, we need to run to it. So let's borrow this to go orb and switch some lights on. And we will grab said item. Because you need to. We've not needed that grass equipment. That's it. See how good at steering I am with this. It's one thing that's never really... But again, I suppose this is me, Mr. Efficient. This is what I aim for. I'm not saying I am. I try to be. But that doesn't mean to say I achieve it all the time. But this, to me, is like the most inefficient sort of form of mowing there is, really. Same kind of bar mower as mine, though. Yeah, it is true. My mower is this kind of mower. Right, so it took us an awful long time to get here. It's a bit expensive, though. I might add for a bar mower. Bar mowers are traditionally cheap. This one's a tad expensive, really, all things considered. Definitely. If you've got to pay that in real life for that, then you've been robbed. It's a bar mower with a bit of an engine on it. It's, yeah, they're robbing everybody. No, at high end, people do that, and it may be terribly well made. I still think it's overpriced, but we're all entitled to our opinion. I'm always been a bit funny about very expensive things that do something similar to something that's a third of the price and still got a good reputation. I'd go for that every time. Ooh, wow, on the dot. Well, 21 minutes late, but that's not easily done when it's zipping at 8,000 times. Ooh, we did actually ask for that. It's true. Now, of course, we have already got 306 horsepower one with the same. So we will indeed. We don't want any options at all because we're selling this. This was just to see if this would actually... It does go to show we ordered that an awful long time ago. No, we don't want the crane blade. And we don't want the save frame either. It's a nice little tractor. But again, 180 horsepower isn't what it used to be. Yeah, I mean, the Xylon is only just there. Now it's been nerfed. I find it personally really quite... So this should actually earn us quite a bit of cash. Let's grab this and repair it as well. Yeah, so they were ordered that was ordered a long time ago, quite a few episodes ago. So it does go to show that it really can be very... And this is why I like that mod. I think this Kinlaig is doing something more, though, than I'm used to, you know, it being done. So, yeah, I don't think that's... Remember your telehandler's up the top as well. It's up yonder. Yes, I remember when 180 horsepower was quite considerable. Now it seems to be really quite rubbish. So you... Fantastic. This is going to bring in quite a bit of cash between these two over 100 grand items. Should we repair the Agricola? We're going to need that, aren't we? And I think this, obviously the one we've got, is probably... Did I repair the roller? Don't know that I did. I was too busy selling the tractor. Let's repair you. Yes. Fantastic. And let's go grab the... So yeah, that made quite a bit of profit. Definitely. Do we grab the Agricola? We are going to need that this year, so it probably is not a bad idea. Yeah, this is a tank on wheels, or two tanks on wheels actually. It really is very, very large. It is. And obviously the storage, it does reflect this, that it's not a standard Kinsey. Yeah, because it's not a standard Kinsey. I have adapted it. It's a lot, well, very, I mean, let's be honest, planters are planters. It's, you know, it's a set of mechanisms that are like tubules that allow plants through. So let's repair you. Yes. Ooh, yeah, no, I would expect that. I would expect that, really. It's... So let's drag that. In fact, yeah, we could just leave it behind us on the sidelines. It's not taking up any room then on the front. Not that we get very much and through. It's a very quiet place. It takes a long time for equipment to come through to Kinlaig, as we've noticed. Right, so it's 8:25 February morning. Now then, we ought to be checking prices because it is March, the prices, but... So let's see, because this is exactly for a month. So how are we doing in our fish food business as well? Because we should be going through now. And remember, it won't pop and say, oh, so it's 1828. Or actually it said 1829 now. So it must have gained an extra a little bit. Now that's proper Highland. Yeah, it is. It's not a bad. Yeah, quite a big enclosure really, which I'm quite pleased about. Don't want my cows. So we've got a hedge coming inside. Yes, brilliant. Well, it did actually do its own thing, and it did get rid of the excess as well. So I would imagine. Will we do a bit of straw? Yeah, let's add 20 tons of straw first. I'd say that's not going to be too bad. I'm hoping I'm not wrong. Let's have a look. No, that's not that. 12 tons short, but that's not too terrible. It's at least going in the right direction. Now, we do need to be grabbing the pig food. That's going to earn us a fortune. We look like we're doing terribly, but trust me, that's a lot of pig food and a lot of... I nearly said, oh, should we go into pigs? No, we're doing well enough. It's what we've... Yeah, have we switched the dairy on? This is true, actually. I don't think we have. And also, where is... Are we getting any honey? It's the wrong time of year, isn't it? I think, I'm sure. It's... yeah, I'm sure the bees don't work in winter. No. No, they're not. It's a bit of a blob there. Bit of a blob. Yeah, this is sort of so slow now. So it's got the curse of FS25. It's got the slowness bug. Yeah, the real curse of FS25. So, did you not do that? Oh, really, we do. Well, yeah, we do want it to be level, don't we? I've just gone and softened it. It's not done too much, though. I think that'll be alright. Yeah, it's still got a nice slab of like thing, and that wasn't terribly level. It had a big blob, so the leveling failed abysmally, really. If you're going to look at it like that, it really was not terribly effective. Right, so this is all working nicely. It's got 8,710 litres of buffalo milk in the dairy because somebody's not ever told the dairy to actually work. So let's actually start to use said thing. Yeah, we want not that buffalo milk bottle though. We want to switch it on. And butter. Which butter is butter one? It's what butter one's for them all, but I think we're the last one. Yep, and cheese. That's standard cheese. We can't do that. We want. So that I think that's still chocolate with my special sugar. Yeah, so we want the honey chocolate, which is it's the first one. So that you decided it was going. True, we could buy some beets and make sugar from beets. It's a bit of a ticker. It's not, even though it's a super. I've not gone mad with that. Where's the? I know it's there. I missed it somehow. Yeah, I missed this bottled milk. Right, fantastic. So that's everything we can do. We obviously have not got any honey in, so it won't do that at present. So it's 8:30. We've done the animals already. Not much we can do, but we can check the prices of our sunflower oil, I believe, is what we're after. Which is right down low, almost at the end. And it is standard sunflower oil. I think yeah, but we still can sell some. Its price at present is as you'd expect, quite high. So we could sell, yeah, but this is where, well, no, we could sell what we made. The rest will just, I mean, we can't help this bug. I did all I could. I got rid of it all. But, I mean, look at that. How can it be 102,000 litres? I mean, because it's going to fill that straight away, isn't it? The fish food factory. So, yeah, that's going to stay, like, full forever. Let's just leave it alone, because yeah, we're doing well enough. The one thing you've got to think, it's inflating the amount of pig food as well, and we have got to get rid of that. Yeah, it's just running away. It's a terrible bug, though. I'm surprised at Giants. I've known about it for a long time as well. I'm not making any bones about this fact. That I'm going to do an article about it. I need to do a bit more research before bandying words of Giants' failure to fix this problem that they've known about for a long time. So it is February, so yeah, nothing. Let's go through till 1 o'clock. Got a handle on everything we can do. That's the point, though. You say that we should be producing pig food now. Pig food? We are producing pig food wrongly. Yeah, what I mean is fish food is what I meant. Let's have a look. How are we doing? Because that should be all going through now. 121 litres. No, it's probably it'll have some outside. Let's go and have a look. It will have some outside. Honest, Gavner. Well, it has not a lot, but then again, it's only been going. Well, yeah, this is Giants production in it. 2,000 litre fish food pallet is what we've got. So, yeah, it's not particularly... This is sort of what I would expect from Giants, really. Which is a very lackluster 240 grand production that's producing... I don't even think it did 2,000 litres. We've got 68 tonnes, so it's only gone 7 tonnes of soybeans. Wow, 7 tonnes to produce that. Yeah, we know that one's missing. So that's terrible. Surely that's not very good at all. So, I mean, how much fish is that going to produce at our young fish breeding place? Do we tell that to distribute? I'd say that's a fairly good idea. I mean, it's got 30,000 litres. So really, we ought to be switching that on. And I'll see... Yeah, let's get this process going then. So we don't want storing now. We want distributing. That one there, we want to distribute, and we need to switch on young salmon. It's got to be, that's on, and we do indeed want storing for growth. So let's have a look, shall we? We're on the hour. Let's just see this disappear. I think you'd have... We'd need to move it physically, wouldn't we, in there? Oh, Giants don't do that. Yeah, no, they don't. It means we need to manually do it ourselves. It will now, but what I mean is we could. No, that's a bad idea. We need to grab our telehandler. That's not ours. That's the shop's. Let's grab our telehandler, and we're going to zip and grab that fish food and start our business. So we're refusing to sell the sunflower oil, but we will sell the... I still feel strongly about that. It's really, we should have probably, I'd say about 5 tonnes, and it sort of does exemplify exactly how bad this thing is. No, we're not going to... Yeah, it's only 1 pallet, so not exactly bowled over. And that's an expensive Giants place, isn't it? That's not a cheap one. It's unread, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. It is. That's very lackluster. If that's because we filled it. It's got maximum amount of oils and maximum amount of, well, a lot. We need to take, I think. Yeah, we still missed the left turn. I keep missing that left turn because it's right near the beginning of the town. I just keep ploughing on the long way, even though it's very pretty. It's soon going to get a bit... It is pretty though, I've got to be honest. It's very, very pretty. Difficult. It was difficult with how bad the steering is to keep within the lines. It's that poor steering mechanism at present. It is true. I've got to be honest. I can see why I sort of had a burnout. I can see why other people are as well. It really is. The game is an absolute fail in so many ways. What I mean is it's a constant reminder of horribleness. The steering's horrible. There's errors everywhere. It is really... I can see why I sort of burnt out and like thought, oh, you know. But it's still a non-violent game, so it still does win, as far as I'm concerned. But it still is true. But it's what I'm trying to sort of say is it's very difficult to, you know. So no more should appear. It should like now distribute. So yeah, going forwards. Our workers will do this behind the scenes, but we do want to start our fish farm business, because, you know, like we do. That's why we paid about 700 grand for. So we're going to kickstart this by taking this 2,000 litres over to create some fish. And we should see if I'm right, that it basically doesn't mean, it means that you basically, it's a premise that we've been given stock of fish and that we're obviously growing that with the fish food is the premise. So the fish breeding section. Now this is the real interesting bit, because although it's terrible, the fish food, the massive factory that produces a terrible little amount, it's really, well, how well does the fish grow? They're the real cycles that we're interested in, because if we've just spent 700 odd grand ish, no, including ingredients. Now then, where do we actually go? Not a lot in it. We'll go left because we've never been left. We're going down Kinlaig Main Street, town centre. Yeah, no, it is a town, but it's a sleepy town. It's a traditional town. Oh, and we're on red. Let's be good. Brilliant. Someone's left their fishing tackle. Obviously, must have been hospitalised or something, because I can't. There's not many British people that would like leave that. I do love the attention to detail. The fact that a lot of the arrows and the roads are damaged and all that type of stuff. Giants have obviously been around Great Britain. Realise this is pretty much what it's like. And most of us British now are like going, yeah, it's pretty much... Ooh, now that's quite advanced. Because the 20-mile-an-hour thing is a very relatively... It's only happened in Great Britain over the last few months. Yeah, it really has. So, I don't think we really need to go that wide. Ooh, careful. It's the terrible steering mechanism. Yeah, you can see the things popping, all these posts, you can see the blobs. Now, of course, in previous iterations, it also did that, but it was so quick that it never did that, if you know what I mean. Right, so I think we need to be going past the store. Nearly got walloped by a bus. That would have been a nasty wallop. Yeah, I can see it in the distance, I think. No, I think that's a house. I think we're a bit more to the left. Yeah, I can see it now. Oh no, we put it further down. I remember now. Yeah, I was looking at the shed thinking, oh my life, I didn't put it where I thought. No, I didn't, because I changed my mind. It's at the beginning there. Right, so we're so determined that we're going to do this. The Spruce Bridge. Right. Let's indicate. We never know who's behind us. Never know. Right, I think it's the other end. We did it. Not sure which side it will be, so we'll try dropping it here. I think it was this side, if I'm honest. Yay. So we should, hopefully. Yes, you see, it's just like a greenhouse. Yeah, I was right. So, yeah, young salmon, 1 litre. Now, that looks a bit more than 1 litre to me, but yeah, we'll not argue with it. It is, after all, game mechanics. So, brilliant. Excellent job. We can see the fish food in and everything. Giants have done their usual magic for that. Yeah. Brilliant. So, that is fantastic. It is indeed. Right, okay, so then, let's go back down the shop. And we shall go forwards a bit more in time. Till tea time, I think. We've done our animals. Nothing in the sales at present, which is not a shocker, really. And being as it's so slow, it's usually till about, literally the evening. So that'll do that. And I'll be very shocked if there's anything in the sales, which is code for giants like please shock me because, you know, it would be nice to see something, but obviously it didn't. So let's go through till, yes, go like 1 o'clock in the morning, Chubby. All right. Oh, you did as well. That's that's a good tick up, that was. Yeah, we will. Yeah, now remember, now this is the one that I did at the beginning. Ah, you see, that's 3-point and front loader. So that should work for either. We just dealt on the rain wrap. This was the item that I dragged around very badly at the beginning. So, yeah, that should have worked. Well, I know we don't know that that one was, so that might have been another attacher. It's chucking it down the rain. Let's get in so it's a bit nice. Oh, Twister. Uh-oh. It is actually active as well. Well, it's not particularly active at present, so... And it is actually supposed to be active, and it's not. So, yeah. Can you see it on the map? I don't think you'll see it a long way away, no. I think we'll just... Well, it's another fail, that, isn't it, really? It's definitely no red on the map. Let's give it like an hour. Till about 2 and see if it's still there, or... As it, you know, it might be like just coming onto the map, so let's have a look at 2. See what we see. Oh, it says on the beach. It is. So it's not too far away from us, really. It's not. Let's speed time up to, say, 360 and, like, watch the map, I think, is what we're going to do. Oh, my life. It's coming towards us. Gulp. That's wrecking trees. Of course, it will wink out of existence at some point, but that's... Well, yeah, I've left it on purpose. I mean, because it sort of is a good feature. Will I say that if it goes across my field? Yes, I will still. It's because it's the realism of that, isn't it? You know, like it's a disaster and it really could affect you. Luckily, we've only got the canola in. And you see, and that's it. Gone. And it literally was heading roughly in our direction. Right, there we go. We didn't check at that time, did we, in the sales? Oh, you see? Wow, we can just afford that. And this, of course, is the one that is the real profit maker. Should bring in 34 odd grand straight away. Right, so let's do that. And then feed our animals. And I think that's probably not a bad place to leave it. Obviously, we've refused to sell the sunflower because of cheating. And I feel that that's exactly the right decision to make. I do. You've got to put your money where your mouth is. Now, of course, we should have some, but obviously we're supplying the sunflower oil to make our... Let's have a look how much we've got in our young fish breeding. Fish 510 litres, is that all? Is that all that it made? I'm not impressed with that. We've got 1,800. Now, the cycles aren't bad. I've got to be honest. Now, let's have a look then. So, for the fish food we've got, and is that down to 509 litres? Yeah, that's quite bad, isn't it? Because we should surely be keeping up with a massive, huge factory that produces fish food that's like, because the fish are gonna die. So, what happens? Yeah, because we've got no control over this. What happens to young salmon too? Do they grow older? That's what I mean. Do the young salmon? What I'm saying is, outgoing products, young salmon. Is there a second place that's like not young fish breeding, but like where they go from young to old? What I mean is, when do young salmon become salmon? That's my point. It's true. No, it is. It's a valid point because if you look at our young fish breeding, this is what we've got. A young trout 2. It's still young salmon. So I guess, well, I don't think we've got enough food in ours to do a second one. That's my point, because we steal all the food, because it's like destroying the food quicker than we can make it. So am I impressed? Not particularly. Not really, if I'm honest. I think I should make one myself, because it's like a typical Giant's lackluster, not even making any sense at all, in so much as we've got a massive factory that its sole thing is to make fish food, and it pours out epoxy 500 litres a month, because we got ours filled full of like stuff. Oh, that was actually better than you thought. It was. Wow, amazing. Well, at least we're doing well on one business, because I mean, as in the fish farm, I'm about ready to like sell it lock, stock, and smoking barrel straight away. It's that terrible. Colin Bennett, are you shocked? Not particularly. Am I glad that I bought Giant Software Game and actually paid extra money for the DLCs? Well, the map's worth coming on to. That's all I am going to say. Yeah. Farmer Cop, you're a fibber, is all I'm going to say, because this is a load of rubbish. I'm just blown away by the... Well, I mean, let's look at the cycles. Let's the maths, because the maths... I mean, yeah, I've got to say that the fish are not bad. I mean, let's have a look at like how much the fish are worth, because these are young. They're not like... Yeah. So this is what you're selling. I don't know where you're old. So it's 1,660. So you see, I was blown away by salmon, thinking, oh, brilliant. Yeah, salmon, excellent. Because it's really good profit. It is, but how do you make salmon? Because I would say there should be an old salmon where you should take your young salmon to something else. Well, let's have a look at the aquaculture. And it's its own section. So is there a second? You see, it's for fishing. It's a fishing lake. Ah, no, it is. Oh, my life, this is dead expensive. So you've got to buy offshore aquaculture can be used to grow the young fish in the ocean. Oh, you know what? I've got to buy a sea field. Oh, you know, this is just hilariously funny. So there's going to be a sea field, isn't there? So if we go for land... farmland, and we press aquaculture. Is there somewhere we're supposed to buy? It's a biogas plant. I'm looking at what's near water is all, because... Oh, no. No, definitely not. That's not why I didn't mean to click that at all. I don't know what I did to do that. Well, there isn't any... No. No, so we can't buy any, like, water to actually do this. No, that's not buyable. So does that mean that we have to do it on the land, even though it says offshore aquaculture? Let's pop to our new place. Yep, you will be nicely... Why did you stop your engine? Right, okay, so let's have a look at this. Offshore can only be built in water. Yeah, we know, but we can't own any. Is this the trick? Perhaps giants let you do it. I mean, as in like, yeah, they do, so you don't have to own the water. That's quite nice. Do we have to put this? This also needs fish food, though. Our fish food is hardly producing fish already. I'd presume that was probably... I think it's... No, don't do it. No, 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 you're doing it with you. Although the mouse is nearly as bad now, it still spins. I would imagine you're supposed to align that with that. I'd say that the jetty is supposed to match. Pretty much. If it stops spinning, that is. Yeah, I think we'd have to put it in B mode. Right. So I presume now then we need to tell one production. Yeah, so we need fish food to this too. So we want salmon. Oh, so you can have salmon without fish food. No, no, you can't. No, 36 young salmon produce 26 salmon. So no, you can. So yeah, but sure. No, salmon with fish food probably produces more. And it's not using so much. So that's not too terrible then. Young fish breeding, we now need to distribute. Distributes to our other place. We've got 1,873, and our fish feed is going down quite quickly. But we don't seem to be doing terribly well with the fish food going from this, even though we've got a shed load of stuff in. So what the cycles on for this? 72 times 112, which is about 7.5 tons. So this is another one where the mathematics don't add up. But the dairies don't add up at all. They're about 10 times wrong. In other words, it's a 90% loss of maths. I've had to do this by feel that the super dairy, which is insane, the cycles on it to actually make it do anything. I mean, look at that. 1824 times that. That's 18,240. 18,000. It doesn't do that, but that's what it's set at, because if you don't set it at that was when it started to work, to do work quite well. That is the point we've actually done this. Yeah, 4.8 and 2,429. It's zipped through that milk like it should do. Yeah, so that's actually working properly and isn't doing bad. The buffalo mozzarella has done nearly a ton in a month because it is a super. That's the entire reason. It's supposed to be that good, and it is. So that's actually, for once, a dairy that actually does work. But that I had to do insane amounts to make that work. So indicator. So I'm a little bit underwhelmed, as I expected. We've just spent another 200 grand. So that's 300, and the other was 600,000 we've spent. We won't include the inputs on this business. We shall see, because to me it looks like a bit of a... But we shall see. Let's not cast aspersions. So it's March morning, 9 o'clock. Oh, that's right. Let's do that too. So we've just spent 200 grand, and our money's lower again. Let's get this sorted. Well, I mean, yeah, we're not doing badly. Now, obviously, we ought to be thinking of getting, the agricola going and all that type of stuff on the fields. So we know what we're doing. We know we need a lot of soybeans is the major thing for it. Obviously, we bought it for 21 grand, but it's true. No, we've obviously still not got the... No, that's true. We can grab that. Let's grab that too. We've only got the truck thing. Is that the container truck? Yeah, because there's a new... Now, obviously it's not in this because I haven't switched it on. But there is one thing that I do like, which I'm quite impressed with, and that's a container for loading stuff, pallets into. That sort of is a bit like the wood one, which I heard someone really giving giants hell for that, and I thought, I've got to be honest, I thought that was a good idea what they did. The how you can put the wood inside the container, and then now containers that do the same for other things, which it's very innovative. Yeah, I think it's good. You can choose when you buy it what you're going. So you obviously tailor it to your productions, which is quite amazing. Now I've yet to see the price, because I mean that's, is it yeah, because obviously those containers, they were sort of good. Now then, and yeah, not bad. No, that's made us quite a bit of profit. So yeah, we're going to leave it there. Next session, we're going to like get planting and yeah, planting really on our fields, and our canola is obviously growing very well, which is fantastic. So we've got 3 fields. We're going to do massive field of soybeans, massive field, well, it's not so as big as our old field, a massive field of soybeans, and we're going to do oats in the other fields, which will produce a bit of straw, which is not bad at all. I'm quite pleased with that. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for... Yeah, I'm not going to like cast aspersions about the fish business. I think it's a terror. I really think it's going to take an awful lot of months for you to actually produce anything, unless the actual fish food malarkey is, yeah, not doing terribly well at all. I mean, for saying we've whizzed through, it's really, yeah, well, they won't do it until the hour. Yeah, I mean, that's gone up a little, and the fish food is sort of still there a little, but it really is. Is that actually doing anything? Can we just visit and see? Is it like ignoring us and still doing stuff outside? Because, I mean, like, we can't see what it's actually doing. It still doesn't seem to have gone down much with the soybeans, but it is producing. I've got 25 litres visible, so it's obviously is doing something, but it's not. Yeah, but it should be 7,200 litres. I mean, I just don't get why, because that's only gone up like 700 odd litres since that first bit, and we've whizzed halfway through a month, so I don't know. Yeah, we shall see. We'll just, time will tell. When do you sell the full adult? Yeah, that's really the last thing we're going to do is when do you sell salmon? In June, July. We did know this. Yeah, I was just recapping. So a few months off before we sell our salmon. Let's see if there's any going to be ready. That's all I'm saying, because we've spent a shed load of cash on this business. Is it a viable business? That's the question. It is. So with that in mind, we would sort of like, no. Now my gut is, it's a very slow. Traditionally, Giants businesses are always absolutely vile and make no sense financially at all. And this one, to me, already looks very much like that. Yeah, but we shall see. That I'm giving my opinion based upon the facts that I've seen so far. We shall see whether our investment of 600,000 and the contents, yeah, 600, and I should say it's about 700 grand ish. And also you've got to class your time as part of that element as well. So we shall see. So all that remains to be said is goodbye for now.